Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game 2 between impunity.storm and SPNV Esports. It is a pretty interesting series. Game 1, definitely a lot of shock action there. So it's nice to see that Nox, our carry player from Team impunity.storm, did extra work that game. He was chasing back him entirely around the entire field. So we love to see that. And joining us today is going to be Babael, that's me, and Lark is my fantastic co-caster.
Yeah, so man, that was a really fun game to watch. The previous one, I guess you could kind of say it was slightly a stomp, but it's nothing to take away from SPNV. Very, very new to the competitive scene, I think. Well, not really that new, but I mean, new to G League and this whole other level of very, very strong teams out there that are currently in this G League right now. Imperial Storm just showing off some really good teamwork and consistency over there, so that's really good to see. Hopefully that kind of action happens tomorrow and continues for throughout this entire cycle number 4, and I think they would do pretty fine if they keep up with that.
Yeah, and that's pretty interesting. So game 2 now well on the way. The ban hero is going to be the Kraken, Tempest, Fate, and Ophelia this game. So Dragon going to ban out the Tempest because they are in the help on side. It's a pretty basic drafting strategy there. Kraken again going to be the one eliminated. Fate as well. Ophelia going to be banned, but it seems like Keeper, you can only ban 2 here, so they are going to have the Keeper to choose and work with. So yes, VN Sensation will have the Keeper in this game. That's going to be on the Legion side, which is the Hellbound team. No Kraken as usual, and that's going to really break the heart of Fersians. I do believe that he's the one who was playing in the suicide role the previous game.
Yeah, I mean, Fersians with your favorite David Beckham, my god. Yeah, just he got kind of crushed the top lane, and that's mainly because of the support that was coming up from the Master of Arms who came, by the way, who's going to be picked up right now, that came and rotated top, which was, I think, being played by Nova, which he did a really good job, and then Bastom, of course, who was constantly in his own jungle on that affiliate. It makes it hard for Bubbles to actually lane, and couldn't find any space to farm. All the lanes were already losing, so it was pretty difficult for them. If they even had to try to rotate towards the jungle, I don't think they would have been able to pick up much farm either. So because there was a Tempest in there, so it was very difficult for SPNV to actually come back into that. And Sandwraith, man, it's been such a long time.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And there we go, Sandwraith on Nox. Pretty sure he's going to be sad in this game if he doesn't get to use his items because he did make a post and complain. Nobody posted on Facebook as well. So for you guys who are his followers there, you definitely know that Nox complained that he didn't get to use his items after farming so much. So I hope that this game is going to have the bandwidth there. That being said, I hope for a close match. That's what I'm actually, that actually translates to what I'm trying to say. And on the help on side, there is the MOA, like I nicely said. I would definitely want to see extra lockdown. Gemini going to be shadow picked there. It could be possible that Gemini would be the one that's going in, but we don't know just yet. And of course, if Gemini is in this kind of situation, that's going to provide extra stun potential. Gemini can stand against the Sandwraith. That is a pretty strong hero, but do they want to run a strategy? That's my question. And on the Legion side, because they got a Sandwraith player, it's going to be interesting. Wow, it's going to be a Blitz!
Interesting. Blitz actually is pretty good secondary support with certain lineups. I've seen it being run a couple of times, especially on Stay Green. If I'm not mistaken, Minus really, really loves that hero. It can be quite effective because it's so good for just going in and bursting down here and then going back out. Like the ability to just quicken your teammates, make them run away at almost max movement speed is just really, really good.
Yep, it is, and don't forget the Blitz. All it's lacking is the soccer component of the as compared to the football counterpart, and that would be the bubbles. But is that going to be a bubbles this game? That's probable. We definitely want to see that on the Hellbound side. They did play a pretty good bubbles, except it's 06 and 0.
How is that a good bubble?
Yeah, I mean, didn't go too bad. Fersians had a pretty bad streak before that, but never mind. Okay, so it's going to be a Gemini. We all love to see that. I mean, Gemini against Sandwraith, that's going to be a hero that can stand against that of Sandwraith, but can it have the farm that it needs? That's the question, because I know that a lot of aggression coming from Legion side. You have Engineer there, and that's going to be Nova's personal favorite hero, I think. Engineer, Nova, definitely for sure. We can also see a dual support coming out here because there's no Ophelia, so maybe no jungle role. Tempest is going to be banned out, so unless best I want to play the Parasite, if not, I don't see that happening. And there we go. Bubble's going to be banned first from Nova. Wretched X second. Dragon gonna ban 945. They know the Emperor hasn't got his hero picked up just yet. And if they do ban Rally as well as the other one they place, Revenor, I do believe that Emperor's gonna have a pretty niche selection of heroes left. Flux gonna be banned. Yeah, he has pretty good success on Flux as well.
Yeah, I think they could still pick up the Pebbles. Like Pebbles is so strong. Was he banned out? No, he wasn't banned out. Like he's kind of like unaddressed entirely for quite some time.
Who?
They Pebbles.
Oh yeah.
They could even go for
First game he
Pestilence.
was banned out, by the way.
Yeah. They could even go for Pestilence if they wanted. Pestilence is still on the board, if I'm not mistaken. Magnus is there as well. There's still a lot of mid heroes that we don't get to see as often because of a couple of nerfs that they've received. Things like a Deadwood. I would actually like to see a Devourer. That would be pretty fun to see. Like a Devourer sitting inside an energy field, pulling someone into it, and then dying from that engineer. Or like I don't know. Like there's so many combinations they can go for if they want to go for like a more of a fun lineup for viewers and casters like to just see a really fast-paced fun game. That could be also good, but against the Blitz, maybe Devour ain't the best combination because you can always just run out that rot. Gauntlet is actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's also another hero that I would love to see, or even the Panda. Like Panda mid is pretty strong as well.
Yeah, it is, and don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the problem with having too exciting a game is that you often throw it away, and we hope that Legion team realizes that because it's gonna be the second game. They want to have a clean 2-0 series just to make sure that they will be able to get 3 points today. Do you know it's a best of two? I know it's not correct, technically correct the term, but we're only gonna play 2 matches today, and they are gonna play 2 matches. Sorry, we are not gonna do it. We're gonna cast 2 matches, and we're gonna be done. But that being said, um, if it ends at 1-1, it will end at 1-1, and both teams will have only 1 point each. However, a 2-0 means that the winning team will have 3 points, and the losing team, sorry, will have nothing to go home with tonight.
Losing.
And loser team, yeah, love that term, man. Gonna have to give that term to every single team that lost now.
Oh God, so BM. But yeah, I don't think this is. I don't think Solstice is gonna be a really good pick here. It can tie in with Keeper of the Forest and Engineer, but they just forsake that. They're
Oh
gonna
wow.
be Glacius, so I do believe that will be Bastom Glacius. Usually, you like to see Glacius on not Engineer on Nova instead because he used to run that hero so much back in the days
Mhm.
with MSI. But yeah, of course they're not gonna go for that. Magnus is a possibility as the off lane, but of course they're already running with dual supports. Magnus as that mid lane is just hasn't been seen for so long. I still think Pebbles would be a good choice for the team.
Yep.
I would have even said that
Oh
even like
wow. This is greedy now.
yeah, they have a scout. I actually think that even having that Nymphora Pebbles combination Legion team would have been pretty good as well because they have that Sand Wraith on top of that. So yeah.
But no, Hellbound team wants to go. This really greedy. Got a scout and a Gemini. That is really greedy. Why do I say that? That's like a fat cake having burger all night long. You have a carry already, but you just want to go for more. Scout definitely has got a carry potential in the late stages of this game. He can be playing as the Suicide role for sure. But on Dragon, I would presume that it would be a... No, it would not be Suicide. Suicide Gemini. Definitely Fairstance does have the ability to play that role well. Azul's will be the main carry, but making sure that he will have the Gemini, that is the thing that I want to see. That being said, man, on the Legion side, things are definitely pretty good, and it's good to see that there is also the Pebbles there. So yes, Emperor gonna be playing as the Pebbles. He does have pretty good basketball techniques. We want to see those good chucks coming in. But that being said, Glacius this hero on best of. I mean, it's definitely good because Nova playing as a secondary support. I mean, he's already somewhat a little bit level up already. Previously, he was just playing hardcore support where he does all the warding. But because there's a best to just nicely hang around, he will have the opportunity to go for his favorite portal key on energy, and that's just gonna blow the minds of every single member on the help on team. Why is that so? Because with a portal key, he can just jump in quickly. Energy field sets up. That's gonna be able to box out or box in everyone, and that is insane amount of harassment and confusion for the help on site.
And damage as well. Like that the amount of damage that they take when they sit inside the energy field is pretty strong because that deals 100 magic damage per second for 10 seconds.
Oh
That
yeah, that shit burns, man.
Yeah, it really does. It's like that's 1,000 magic damage, man. 1,000 magic damage. AOE. Every single person inside it gets that damage. But yeah, Pebbles here in this case, it's really good because Pebbles will always be able to set up ganks together with Sand Reef. Glacius and Engineer can also support this Pebbles and just go around and gank as a trio. As a trio, a trio. What the hell?
What the
As a
hell?
trio, and
Oh!
oh yeah, ah shit, Eagle.
Okay, you know what? This came to my mind.
What?
We're gonna see a flying fat guy that can rot. That can fart real good.
Oh my god.
And that is just interesting. Devour, ladies and gentlemen, on SPNV. I knew they were gonna try something different this game, but Devour is gonna be the name of their game. If they do win this, double props for them for doing a really good job. I'm counting them to not win already, and I'm gonna say why. You have got double carry there. You got Scout, you got pretty good Gemini, Blitz. Yeah, no doubt pretty good hero, but double support there. At the mid lane, you have a Devourer against a Pebbles. That's gonna be really insane because unless you lane Blitz with Devourer, you don't expect Devourer to have extra good time there. And in general, it's a greedy lineup over and over. You have Keeper to work with. Don't forget, there's virtually no AoE from them, and that's the problem, man, guys. Don't forget, this is a team fight, a team game, 5v5. The more damage you put out in terms of AoE, that's gonna help a team a lot more. Even Mirage can be called out here. Oops, sorry, my screen just flew. But even Mirage can be called out from the Legion side. So basically, everyone on the Legion team has got pretty good AoE, and on the Helpon side, that's very individualistic a team.
Yeah, Hellburn, like, a lot of their spells is single target. You have the Marksman Shot single target, you have the Devourer Bite, the Devourer, which is single target. You have Blitz, which is single target as well. The Lightning Shackles. You have Gemini, who is kinda single target as well, with the way that his spells work. And then Engineer, of course, another single target hero. A lot of single target spells and abilities coming from this Hellburn team, but I mean, it could prove useful. Like, Blitz, the default combo is actually kind of retardedly yay because of the slow from from the decay, and if you slow them even much more with the what is this called, the pilfering, is it the pilfering, yeah, the pilfering on top of a blitzkrieg can do a lot of damage to a lot of burst damage towards the heroes coming out from this Legion team. A lot of them are pretty squishy. Like, Pebbles has no armor at the very start of the game, so it's kind of easy to burst down. Glacius is just such a fragile creature because he's made of ice, easily shattered over there.
Oh
Engineer,
yeah.
same kind of case. He blows himself up if he gets owned by a Hellburn team. And Keeper of the Forest and Sandreef are probably the targets that will be able to get decent amount of HP items, because Sandreef always rushes for that early Energizer, gets a Mystic Vestments, and then a Steam Boots on top of that. But yeah.
Yep, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 now well underway, and on the Legion side, it's going to be impunity.storm. We do have Nova captain there. He's going to be the engineer as usual. Best Tom is going to be playing as the Glacius. Nox going to be on the Sandrift. That's going to be pretty good farm. We are looking for yet another 900 GPM there. And that being said, Emperor going to be playing as the Pebbles in the mid lane. That will be a shiny golden Pebbles as usual. Vian Sensation going to be the Keeper of the Forest. And that's pretty good. He has been playing that pretty well. And on the Hellbourne side, it's going to be Supernova Esports from Singapore. D-Dragon with the double N at the end, sorry. And that's going to be Blitz. Devourer on Aikyoko, and this guy looks really badass right now. And that being said, first is going to be playing in the Suicide Lane. That would be the Scout. And Churi going to be playing as your MOA. Last but not least, Gemini on the carry. That's Azules. We want to see them do real good this game because this is a pretty unorthodox lineup, pretty selfish. They don't really care for the team there. I would say that every single one has got pretty individualistic kind of a skill. And that's pretty good to see to a certain extent because that means that if they do gang one guy, that guy is dead. But if they gang a team, it's going to be pretty bad. We want to see what this is how this is gonna work out in the long run because execution will be the name of this game.
Yeah, it very well will be the name of this game. Like, Hellburn team needs to make sure they find a target, pick him off, reset, and find another target after that. Look at Scout, man.
Yeah, and there we go. Scout actually gonna have to draw extra attention there. He does not have Electric Eye, and that is a mistake actually, going as the Vanish there. But I do believe that he has succeeded in this pull here, and that is really legendary.
The dust was used a little bit too early, in my opinion. Like, used off right off the bat when there wasn't going to be any support from Sandreef after that.
Look at the fart, man. Look at the fart. It's just dealing out damage. Nova can stand the smell. He's going to have to back off.
That smell, man. Too strong. I actually thought that Blitz should have leveled up his spells already, the Pilfering. Sorry, not the Pilfering, the Blitzkrieg, so he can actually do damage to Engineer. Because his movement speed is going to be slowed from Devourer's Decay. That actually ties in really nicely with that ability of their... I think there could even be the chance that he would have been able to pick up the kill, but nevertheless, they do a decent amount of damage, but now Devourer's taking a lot himself.
Yep. And that's pretty good because, I mean, Blitz doesn't have a point in anything yet. I'm pretty sure it didn't go for stats, right?
I hope it didn't, because that would be...
That's gonna be retarded. Oh, the hook's gonna connect on Emperor. Emperor actually in a lot of trouble now. It seems like it's gonna be a pilfering there, and the root, actually, the Crim's gonna be the one here, and the Far's just gonna burn out Emperor. Emperor a lot of trouble, but here goes the keg, and maybe Blitz, the one lot of trouble right now. Emperor not enough mana at all, at Devourer a little too late. Nova there, man. Nova saved his life. He's gonna tag him and buy him supper right now.
Oh man, that was just so unfortunate.
That was good play. That was really good play.
That was a really good kick stun, and I can't believe Emperor just got caught off by the creeps over there. Getting blocked completely by those creeps. I bet he was like screaming at the top of his lungs over that previous engagement. It's like, help me, team, help! help me.
No, it's probably what this spy creeps.
Yeah, and I don't know, like, see, the Blitz, he actually went for Pilfering instead of that Blitzkrieg. I think if he went for Blitzkrieg instead, they would have had a better chance in killing off the, who is it, the Pebbles, because then he's actually a stun mechanic rather than that slow. But nevertheless, he has that level in Blitzkrieg right now, so he's gonna be able to stun them on top of the decay from Devourer, so there's a lot of damage coming out.
Yeah, but that being said, ladies and gentlemen, game 2 now. A lot of early game aggression from the mid lane. That's what we want to see. Definitely please land another good hook. In fact, I'm going to give IQCO this call already. He's playing really well with the hook there. That's only one. That's 1 out of 1, but that's 100% right now. I'm going to give him the 100%. And until he misses, which I don't foresee to be too soon. And, you know, Castus Curse may actually work there. But, I mean, back to Scout. Scout at this game, already level 4. And that's a lot of work, because don't forget he was the one pulling out a crypt there in a very unorthodox manner. So don't forget about that one there.
Yeah, he's actually doing a really good job. Level 4 already. Just taking a quick look. Oh, middle lane.
Oh, mid lane, little bit of stuff actually happening there, and it seems like Blitz gonna have to pay the price. A little bit sad to see that Novar will be able to pick up the kill. That's a bloodless for him, and even Devar not able to reel in that the extra help that the Blitz. Sad to see that our Lightning Cat is not fast at all. That being said, it's back to the point down south there. Scout already level 4, and that is really huge against this level 3 Sandwave.
Yeah, I'm not
He's
sure.
actually going for the kill line. Bastom gets a little bit of disarm there. I think that Fairship might be a little bit overzealous in this here. The Dance is going to be used, and he's going to be a lot of trouble. That's complete overextension. It's not needed at all, but he is going to be poked by Toothpick, and that's going to be it for him. Not going to pick up the kill. Toothpick kills, just saying.
Yeah, good, very, very good patience coming out from Bastom, and patience from Stomp. Is doing really, really well in terms of like just baiting out the Scout to try to go up on him. Scout, of course, he then doesn't have a single point into Electric Eye, because there's really no jungler that he's dealing with. He just wants to go for that quick aggressive play with that disarm and the quick vanish over there. But really, really good patience coming out from Bastom to, you know, wait for the right moment. He went in a second time and then popped the dust, and they knew they were going to be able to pick up the kill. So well played by them. Nox will be eventually picking up his input soon. He's already level 5. So just disregard all the fact that level 4 Scout was doing well.
Yep, Devar just missed his hook there. This is why I never say about stuff. I was saying about Scout having a level, and all of a sudden, Sandwave now level 5, he's only level 4. I was saying Devar didn't miss his hooks, but now he just missed them. So I will be saying that I will not win a lottery right now. But that being said, here comes the Invisible Blitz from behind, and maybe something may work here, but the hook needs to land first. That's going to be a prerequisite for this kind of gang, and it's going to be really dependent on skill. Can IQCO land another hook?
Could be if his teammate would stop blocking him for once. Because he's been, look at him, man, he's like running every single time right in front of Devourer right there. I think he'll be able to hook soon. Here, yeah, this could be it.
Here comes the Kag, and may not be so because Devourer now a lot of trouble. He might want to try and fight a little bit. No, doesn't want to release the extra air. That's going to be really good. But there goes the hook, and that also is the chuck. The decay going to be used at the same time, but is it going to be within range? Unfortunately not, because Pebbles already has the little reboots. That's going to be really huge, and that's because he did farm pretty well. We're going to talk a little bit about this GPM right now. The Scout's going to be fine, so don't worry about the bottom lane there. We do have Pebbles at about 260 GPM, 21 creep kill is to 5, where Devourer only about 17 and 4. That's the main reason why we do see a Pebbles with already the nice little reboots. That's the main thing that is going to help you run away from the decay there. But the hook is going to miss, so that's okay. Well, in general, once you have Devourer with a reboots, even though he's got that, you're going to have to rely on Blitz to make sure that Pilfering is the one that will slow down a lot of extra movement speed on these Pebbles, or whoever Devourer hooks.
Yeah, and I actually have to say that middle lane, if there was more patience on Dragon, he would have been able to pick up the kill, because that hook, if the hook landed really nicely, and if he had the spells to work with, Pebbles was 100% dead in that kind of situation. No matter what Engineer was gonna do, like he was gonna die, because auto attacks from Blitz, like they just needed to split apart, have Devar just, you know, go on to him, just keep picking. Here comes Vian Sensation.
Yeah, I have to point out that Vian was just nicely eating away the creeps at this Hellborn jungle, and that's pretty good to see. Devourer definitely want to look for extra hooking potential, but here comes Vian, is completely spot out. The root's gonna be used, and even Devourer in a little bit of a tight spot right now, but I don't believe that it's gonna be useful. Stalagmite's gonna be a nicely sidestep, a little bit there. The Kag is gonna connect, but this is one fat cow we're talking about. So this guy definitely needs the Sandwave to come in to pick up the kill. Sandwave also doing a lot of damage there, and Scout now is in the vicinity, but he is not able to snipe out that Pebbles, because Pebbles is within good health range. So don't worry about that. That being said, man, good call of the Sandwave to come in, and that's the thing we like about Sandwave in his region specifically, because he always has got the extra ganking potential. You can see that definitely Devourer wasn't going down, but because Sandwave came in, he did provide extra damage there.
Yeah, he did, and he, just when you use the Mirage ulti, it forces the enemy team to be like
Oh, because no
all over
Sand
the
Rave.
place.
Best time is gonna be hunted by Scout. No, he's gonna pull back because he learned his lesson the first time. That's gonna be
Oh,
really good.
wow, that middle lane, that was such a close hook. I can't believe that Devour missed that. Blitz already stunned out the Sandwave, and I think if Sandwave was hooked, he would have died there. But Gemini's doing a lot of work top, by the way.
Yep, Gemini now gonna try and bite down on VN, but he doesn't have a dust, and that's gonna be really sad against a guy who can probably run into the shadows there. You definitely need a dust. The dust is gonna be the thing that gives you the kill. But nope, level 8 already. Gemini is actually very gutsy and ballsy. The tier 1 still standing, and it's nowhere near being knocked down yet. But Gemini has got a pretty good SK mechanism, and that's gonna be the Twin Fang. So I don't believe that. I don't think that he's gonna be too bothered by that.
Yeah, I think they just want to push down this tower. ASAP, open up some space for
Oh, bottom lane does gonna be used, and here comes the favorite dessert curse of Lark. It's gonna bite down onto the Scout.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
there's no way they're gonna chase him. Even if they had that dusted on him, he used. Oh, okay, Skype. Okay, he just used the vanish, so he runs away pretty damn quickly. And yeah, top lane, they just want to force this aggression to push down the tier 1 so they can open space for more ganks. At bottom lane, probably slow down Sandray or even the mid lane because Devourer hasn't been able to get much done despite him throwing out a lot of hooks.
Yeah, that being said, well, we definitely want to make sure that the carry is addressed, and it's a little bit sad to see that Sanrio didn't go down there, but 370 GPM already on Nox. Nox doing a lot of work this game, whereas for Gemini, also about 370, so it's pretty far, by far a pretty tight game. But if you look at it a little closer, you can tell that this game, the only difference is that you don't have a lot of farm on the Scout, whereas VN is getting good farm. And in general, that's going to mean a lot of trouble for Scout in the late game. But here comes the top lane. VN going to try and defend his tier 1 by himself, but the stun from the MOA is going to go down quickly. It's interesting to see that both of them don't have a dust. If not, they could have picked up a kill here.
Yeah, maybe not,
yeah, maybe.
because Gemini doesn't really have enough mana to even use the Fire Ice. Like, you want to have that combo up because
Mid
you
lane.
can burst on a hero really quickly.
Mid lane
And,
Scouts
yeah.
here, double damage. He wants to make something happen. Will spot out the pebbles. He's going to say like, guys, he's here, but there goes the Sandrive, big ultimate, and Sandrive going somewhere. But hold it up because Nova is going to pick up the kill at the top lane, and that's going to be really good. Sandrive now joining him at the top lane. Yes, it is Gemini that went out. That's going to be really sad because now he's going to slow down his farm by a lot more. And Venturi now going to have a little bit of extra trouble there, but a Kag is going to hit, and what a Kag it is on the ball, man. Nova is going to get the double tap really nicely.
Yep, right in his ass, man. Fire in the ass. Really, really good kick over there by him. Picks up the kill.
Isn't it fire in the hole?
Fire in his ass. I mean, that was directed right at his butt. Did you not see him fly forward? But anyways, yeah, they're gonna get the tier 1 tower top, and that's just because it's Keeper of the Forest. He doesn't have his Spring of Sorcery yet, but he will definitely have it probably after this push. Glacius is just
Top
taking
lane.
farm bottom lane.
Contest coming in really hot. It's gonna be Gemini. He wants a little bit of revenge here, but he just screws up Fire and Ice, and so like, okay, I'm done.
Just gonna, throw some harass out there. Devara, I would like to see some rotation from this guy instead of just sitting mid. He's already level 7. It's a level 4 hook on top of. Ooh, what is that?
What a hook is that? But
Team. Okay, interesting. Very questionable hooks. Very, very questionable hooks over there.
it's no doubt beyond question for sure. But it seems like the Hellbound Courier gonna be sniped up by VN. VN actually doing a lot of work again, and that's gonna be an Energizer. Azul there will be able to pick that one up. No trouble at all. But VN, man, is going to be a career killer this game. And that's interesting to see because he does have the animated tree. They are a huge deal to work with when it comes to career killing. And that's going to help them a lot. Whereas for on the flip side, we have Imperium down south at the bottom lane. All three pushing. And definitely low extra aggression here. There are 2 members from the Hellbound in the vicinity. But I don't think that they are able to put forward a little bit of a challenge even. Because that's only going to be a scout as well as a blitz. And Ferocians is just taunting the hell of Nova or Bastom, but again, that's not gonna fly, and it's pretty effective to a certain extent because you may actually think that there could be a little bit of extra engagement, but because of a lack of water sight, they don't know there's only 2 men here.
Yep, Scout actually gonna channel ulti. Okay, just want to scare off the Sandwave at the bottom lane. Entity port's out already, by the way, so they won't be able to catch anyone here. Currently at the bottom, they're all just backed up really far. Gemini's doing his own thing at the top lane, just trying to push down. Or at least do damage to the tier 2. And middle lane there's no support, so Devar is actually in a pretty tight spot because there's a haste on that Pebbles. If there's a good chuck back into a Stalagmite on top of the Engineer, energy field, he's gonna probably die.
Yeah, but that being said, there we go. Top lane goes down. At the bottom lane, though, it seems like a little bit extra engagement. Blitz in no trouble. Blitz, Lightning Cat, not fast enough, gonna go down. And Ice gonna fall from the sky from Bastom. Bastom there is gonna be able to make sure that he's gonna be safe. Whereas here comes the scouts for a little extra disarm on his air. But here comes the flying Emperor. Emperor, he wants to kill there. But a hook, though, that's gonna stop him a lot. That's gonna be Devourer. And what a Devourer it is! He hit the hook on a hasted Pebbles. That's a big win. But Nox will be able to pick up a double tap there. So Fersian's gonna have to pay the price. It's gonna be good so far, but I'm just amazed, man. That hook was on the ball.
Yeah, I mean, also that was just good presence of mind. He knew that he was gonna be able to get that hook off. Just, you know, by the way that he used that haste rune, he knew that he was gonna try to chase him down, and Gemini's dead.
Yep, and there we go. Seems like Gemini is gone pretty quickly there. That's the mixture of that DOT damage from both the Keeper as well as the Engineer. I'm doing a lot of extra work there. Don't forget that it's 8-1, and guess who fed this game?
8-1, and guess who fed this game? Very, very interesting to see. But,
Emperor.
Yeah, I know,
1 and 3, but okay, not gonna bash on him because he was one of the 2 that had 1 death in the previous game. Not like it really matters, but that was really good. You're gonna have to give it to IQ Command. That was a really good hook. Devourer was on the ball there. Stalagmite's already landing on the scout. Could have meant a kill, but he stopped it. And in general, SPNV did go in to finish it off, so maybe not quite done, but at least he got a kill for his team, and that's really good.
Yep, that's really, really good for them, and like they're gonna go for triple ancients right here. It will help them boost up the farm a bit, but I don't know, Devourer just can't seem to find any room to do anything. No boots even. Would actually like to see him just pick up the goddamn... Wait, where is his boots? I thought he went for his red boots already. That's kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, and that's good. That's it. Well, extra farming here again. Here comes Gemini. Looking at a GPM, Gemini only at about 400. Whereas Nox already about 430, so definitely the SPNV has got extra farm. Do know Nox is 5-0 and 2, Gemini 0-2 and 1. So it's pretty obvious that who did a lot more extra farm, and that's gonna be the Gemini. And it's good because Azul in this game is unlike the previous one where he didn't have the space. That's up because that CAC though is gonna save well him against Devourer, but Devourer wasn't used there. Devourer definitely could have used it. What a tongue twister is, but look at the bottom lane though. Here comes the gang on SPNV. Nox actually going down. What a play it is by Gemini. And Bastom now in a lot of trouble, but there is no mana on Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice gonna try and hunt down his very nice ice statue friend there. So there goes Glacius.
Yeah, I can't believe that they were able to actually turn this around. They get 2 kills out of that. Mid lane, that was really, really close, but of course the Engineer, just being Engineer, he hit his keg stun really, really nicely on top of Steam Turret, so he's gonna be fine, no worries at all. Scout is going to be able to pick up on some farm, I hope, because he's actually very, very far behind him. But Azios is actually doing a pretty decent job because he's 400 and almost 500 GPM already. Highest GPM in the game as compared to Nox, who is 5-1 and 2, by the way. So, still, nevertheless, he's doing a really, really good job for his team.
Yeah, and that's good. So 8 and 3 so far, 14 minutes in already, 2.5k goal lead for the Legion side. They definitely are looking very good. And back to the whole topic of discussion here, we have to remember the Pebbles in this game is not like the first game where he had about pretty good farm, 400 GPM, but this game only 270 plus, and I'd say that he has 0-1 and 3, definitely looking for extra ganking potential, but no, he's gonna go at the top lane to try and get a portal key up, and I like that because you definitely need a portal key on a Pebbles, and that's one of these necessity items there. But hold that up because mid lane, Devourer again going down, and that's going to be due to the credits of, I do believe it's the root plus the energy fuel. That's a lot of DOT, and that's insane.
Yeah, the DOT plus the DMG. Hello? That was insane coming up from the Legion team, and just good plays by them, even using the kickstun to kind of disjoint the Devourer coming from Devourer. So yeah, again, just Devourer cannot do anything. Completely lost mid lane, not able to pick up on any items, can't actually, you know, rotate around and set up ganks. Like the rest of his team is probably just carrying him right now.
Yep, and he definitely needs to do a lot of extra work here. And at the bottom lane, it seems like all 4 members can be here. Devourer again not here. He definitely needs a lot more farm if he wants to put forward a little bit of extra potential in this game. But definitely you want to see him gank. That's the thing about Devourer. What good is a hook if you don't use it? And he does land pretty good hooks so far, so no complaints there, but we want to see more. And we want more, and more it is at the bottom lane. It's going to be challenged. All 4 members of SPNV going to be here. And it seems like a Winker is going to be fine. SPNV going to try and run away, but Nox knows that something's not right here. He's going to have to play really safe. And it's going to be fine, so no worries about that. But top lane, VN Sensation doing a little bit of extra push on his own part. And we like to see that, but he does have the root to work with in about 40 seconds, so no troubles there. I mean, he's not needed at the bottom lane because he doesn't have much to offer except for the root. So pushing the top lane is going to be a lot better in this case.
Yeah, and the portal key is already purchased on Pebble, so he's really looking for a time to jump in right now bottom lane. You can tell that he wants to go in right now. I think we could see some initiation soon.
Looking for a space, looking to go in. It's going to be the MOA, and the MOA going down quickly, but Gemini's going to be fine. And Emperor will pick up Churi. Meanwhile, VN will knock off the tier 2 at the top lane. Still going for more, but here comes the potting. Gemini going to be in his vicinity, but there is no dust. And what the hell is there no dust? Someone should have passed him the dust before he came out. Oh, hold that up, because there is no dust at all coming from the Hellborn side. What a mistake it is.
Yeah, no dust, no... I don't know, like, just no farm at all on
mid lane. Senriv gets nom. The bond is gonna be nom, and he goes down. That's pretty good. And we also see the big energy field coming out as well. Scout's gonna be burned out alive, and what the hell, it's a waster. But the 1-for-1 exchange definitely worth it, because that's the carry. 5, 2, and 3 right now, 400 GPM. And look at that, man. Azul's playing as Gemini, 500 GPM. So it's gonna be completely steamroll right now if Azul gets the good fun. But don't forget, that's only him. The rest of his team is not high at all.
Yeah, they haven't smoked enough. They really need to get up on that read. But yeah, I mean,
oh, yeah, please.
he's gonna send the Fire Dog back to base. Probably buy an item for himself. I think he's sitting on 3.3k gold, man. That's a lot of gold. I think he's probably gonna go for that Dawnbringer first, and then just get some other items on top of that. I actually think that if he picks up that wing bow, he can actually sell out those boots and still move it. I think the same kind of movement speed.
There goes the well. There goes the Pebbles, looking for the kill there, and even Ice gonna be calling. Bastom actually with Glacier Downpour will pick up the kill. That's cute, it really is. Not needed at all.
Just the added effects, man. You need to know that winter is coming.
Ooh. There we go.
Chill is coming. But yeah, middle lane, like Hellborn team is just getting out of position way too much for my liking, and that's mainly because also the fact that Pebbles has a portal key. They're forced to try it up, play a bit more passive, but the thing is they're not as passive as you'd like them. They don't have enough wards in the map currently. In fact, no wards at all except for the one at bottom lane, which is actually a ward of revelation. So it's looking pretty rough for Hellborn team right now.
Yeah, pretty rough, and Hellborn team still has got pretty of a good news actually on the Gemini. But here comes the scout to try and stalk the Sandrave. Sandrave doesn't know he's around. Maybe he does, but here comes Gemini. He's going to be completely exposed here. And what a miss it is. What the hell, the Gemini. Okay, I'm going to blame the Scout because Scout wasn't a good stalker.
Yeah, it didn't stalk his Facebook as much as you'd like, right? Right,
yeah,
babe?
definitely. We want to see a lot more professionalism in his Facebook stalking business. That's what we love to see, man. But no, this guy just fell there. Even misleading Gemini. That could be a police report there.
What? Yeah,
he's gonna make up for that though. Yeah. Oh no, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. Here comes
Sandrave going somewhere. Are we? Sandrave goes to the middle lane. That's gonna be a kill on Churi. And looking for the extra point. Gemini is gonna be here. And wow, it could be a mistake, but he's gonna be able to nicely just sidestep everything and walk away. Defense tower gonna be challenged. He needs to be really careful because there's a keeper behind. Keeper has the roots. If the root goes down, it's gonna be done. But here comes the fort, and what a misplay it is because Scout will be taken care of. And he wanted to go in for the deny, but the fort was being used, and Gemini is gonna find root being used, but he was too safe. It seems like Blitz is gonna be spotted out here. Blitz goes down, and Devourer for a last minute hook there. He's like, oh, I landed hook, but where's everyone? Oh yeah, they're dead anyway. He's gonna try to run away. But Emperor looking for the reverse shock, are we? Will not find it there.
Lightning speed.
Oh, he does have lightning speed, but he runs through the trees and he was like, but somebody save me! And he goes down.
Emperor saves himself over there because he kind of failed that chuck back. I was like, he portal keys in, and then it's like, what?
And he looked back at his team. Are we going,
like,
guys?
Guys, are you coming? Hello? I'm waiting for you. But yeah, just really good pickups there again. He's gonna finish up his Soul's Bulwark, by the way, so much more push potential coming up from Hellborn team already. Beyond Station, Portal Key, Ring of Sorcery, and that Plated Greaves, mainly because of the fact that he wants to push, which he did very successfully at the top lane against that tier 2 tower. Everything is just working in favor for Legion team right now. Firebrand as well. I think Sandrift is going for more of that Shrunken Head route next. Or he could even just finish up his straight up Dawnbringer, but I think that Shrunken Head is still very good for him.
It is, and that being said, 20 minutes in already, 16 is to 4, 13,000 gold lead. And look at that, man, Impunity Storm is having a family day here at the Ancients.
Yep.
I want to one of those Impunity Storm family days, man.
Yeah, Impunity Storm, man. They're knocking on Hellborn's door. What? Okay, gonna freeze a Warlock as well. Interesting.
Oh, unfortunately, because it's a creep, he will be frozen the entire duration. And that being said, the hook again gonna be used here. Xander will have trouble looking for a Mirage, but will not get it of him. Seems like Nox gets taken care of. Complete good work from the Devourer. I have to say this, man. He's been landing his hook. He's been getting kills. He does have 1, 4, and 2. Oh, sorry, that's not really getting kills, but still, he's been roaming and is doing a lot of work. He really is.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a decent amount of work, especially seeing as to how he has to just land the hooks without any support.
Top lane, they want to gang. Is that dust? It's not needed. The silence gonna be used there, and Keeper actually going out on the ball. There is the electric eye by the scout.
Yeah, and the port was cancelled, by the way. I think that was a port in from the engineer, I think. Yeah, engineer doesn't have a homecoming stone right now. Not really, really well played. I mean, Gemini is just so farmed that he can
wow, what a torture it is. Ice gonna fall from the sky, and Scout gonna try to run away. He could be so close. What the hell there?
Woo! That last second creep wave that saved his ass.
Oh,
that
Bestom
really
must be
did.
so angry. I'm calling him, man. Bestom is just raging right now.
Bestom? No?
Yeah, Bestom. That's Bestom. That's Glacius.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Okay.
Never mind. Get back to your
no,
point.
I bet he was just really pissed because it's like, oh man, this what is this what's his name? Scout. The Scout is RN Jesus. Get it?
Yeah, I know.
RN Jesus. Okay, never mind.
Lar. What the hell here? Anyway, tier 2 there didn't help him out for sure. That being said, 22 minutes in already, 16 is to 6, 10k goal lane impunity.storm, man. A lot of a extra good position so far. Nox at about 400 GP, not the best. And look at that, Azul's actually could be the ticket out here for SPNV. He's standing a pretty good level, levels 15 already. That's gonna overlevel everyone from the Legion side, and in fact about 500 GPM. The question now is, can impunity.storm shut down on the Gemini?
They can, because a lot of his supporting cast.
Oh, there goes Pebbles looking for the kill on Kyoko. That's gonna be a free devour, but he has got a haze, and as fast as you can run, you can't run out of that ice statue there. So Ice Imprisonment doing a lot of work, but here comes the Keeper with the root, and it's gonna bite down Blitz. Blitz is in trouble. Blitz going down. Maybe before that, it's gonna be also the fault of the MOA. So both of them is also gonna have to pay the price. Double tap there on Emperor. Emperor looking for extra kill here, but they don't know that the Gemini is just taking cover really cool here in this nice little shaded area of these trees.
Yeah, and very questionable decision by him to run towards the Legion camp instead. I think he's still his
He's still in shock. Our good friend's still in shock. He will not pot back home, even though he knows
he's
that.
still lingering in that game 1 phase, you know, where he was still Legion team. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pot back right now, but in general, I mean, there's no reason for him to stay there. He could have pot back a lot earlier, but I mean, that was pretty clear. All 5 members of the Legion team was already at your base, but here comes the Scout. Doesn't know, or maybe he knows there's a bow now. He's gonna try and bite on Engineer. A little bit sad at the start from the Gemini is not gonna connect, and an invisible Glacius. Oh, sorry, Engineer gonna be there. Glacius gonna take the fall for that one, and it seems like Nature's Will gonna be expiring soon, but not so soon. And on the flip side, we do have VN Sensation try to run away in a very, very questionable spot here, but he's gonna be fine because no follow-up from SPNV. And SPNV, man, they're trying their best to come back into this game, but the bottom lane already raxed out there. Engineer actually still hanging out here, really good.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a homecoming stone, so.
Yeah, Nova is just being the sneaky Nova he is. Doesn't have homecoming stone, but has that portal key, and I think he's probably gonna get his the tablet command soon enough. As for this Blitz, seems like he's gonna run into Keeper. Are we gonna be able to see anything?
Yeah, maybe we can. There goes the dust, and Keeper is gonna be spotted out here. VN should be dead. He doesn't even have the root there. 18 seconds, but he's just too tanky. Questionable decision to just nicely walk around. He will still stand somehow, and after 10 whole seconds, they bash his head for 10 whole seconds. He's got to die from that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think they could have just. I think Devour could have just bit him or devoured him. Not sure why he's just holding back on that ulti.
This guy is not a vegetarian.
You mean he's a vegetarian?
He's not a vegetarian, that's why he doesn't take in trees. Doesn't bite trees, doesn't eat trees. Get it? Never mind, you don't. That's okay. Mid lane engagement happening again. Here comes the Sandwave. Trying to pick up the kill on Gemini. A little bit of Reaper stun. Even that ultimate from the Blitz can be used, and it seems like it's going to be effective because that's going to mean a kill. But Gemini is going to have to pay his price, and that is not worth it, man. I mean, so far being the only beacon of hope for the entire Hellborn team, Gemini not in a good spot now. 500 plus GPM, but 4, 3, and 2, and items wise, looking for a Dawnbringer, but hasn't found it yet.
Yeah, that was just a really. I mean, like, oh, that hook. So
close.
I mean, yeah, Gemini, like, he shouldn't have any ability to just go in like that on Walton. It's a good thing that impunity storm punish him for that kind of play, because that's a tier 1, by the way, that's still up 25 minutes into the game, and knowing that 5 members from the Legion team is still available and alive, you shouldn't be trying to dive like that, especially since he doesn't have the support from his teammates. So kind of a misplay there in my opinion. Really, really big overextension. Scout's gonna scout out Keeper, but there's really nothing he can do. Pebbles, by
Yeah.
the way, finish the demonic breastplate already.
Yeah, there we go. He's gonna try and bite in on this keeper. He's gonna be able to sound the alarm. But there is no follow-up, and he needs to be really careful because stalking him too much is not going to help him. It's just going to waste his time. But here comes the backup. Yep, it's in the vicinity. Blitz is here. Devour is here. They're going to make him a vegetarian right now. Oh, but it's going to pot away, so maybe not today.
Yeah, that was interesting. Do they have dust? Okay, they do have dust on Blitz. I think they can still go for this. Blitz, pop dust
Oh,
today.
here comes the
Yes,
Pebble.
no?
Scout's going to summon the alarm again, but here comes the Sandriv. Sandriv's going to say hi to everyone here. Blitz is going to get slowed a bit, but here comes Devourer. He's going to get nicely zeroed. And but a deny, though, is going to do a lot of work there. That being said, though, Dragon is going to have to take the fall. Emperor will pick up the kill, and Emperor will be looking for extra, but here comes the Scout. Scout Pharisaians, not really sure what he's doing here, but he's definitely going down. That being said, 5 men from Legion team still standing, and this could be it, because Gemini, as fat as he can be, as much as a good farmer he is, you can't win this game.
Yep, they're gonna just go ahead and
Alone,
push this
yeah, alone,
base,
sorry.
and it's very, very good for them. Like Hellborn team, they actually spent 2 buybacks, I think. One on the Devara and one on the Scout, who, by the way, was picked up earlier. So at least they avoid. They avoid the team fight that was gonna ensue. But the thing is, they used up 2 buybacks over there, so Legion team probably knows that already, and that's why you can see them backing off. That's a really good fight for them. I actually can foresee them taking Kong in the future. But yeah.
Yep, that's good. So far, 27 minutes in already. 22 is to 9. 15k goal lead. And Gemini, man, he definitely needs his items, man. But he doesn't have that, man. It's sad to see that. It's only so far that one man can go. And Azul is doing whatever he can so far. But you're gonna give it the best of. You're gonna give it to Nox, man. Nox is at pretty good farm as well. 6, 4, and 10. A lot more effective than the Gemini. But don't forget that Gemini, there's nothing much to really do, whereas for Nox, it does have the pot in from the Mirage. And that is going to help him with the ganking potential. I would like to see Nox pick up the Stuff of the Master, because that's going to help him with the Mirage. You do know that upon teleporting, fills enemies and slows enemies in a large area.
Devar Barret Idol is just taking way too long for him to complete. Gemini, just, I don't know, he's still sitting on 500 gold per minute. It's not really increasing, nor is it decreasing. Oh, here comes Sandwraith, man.
Yep, Sandrave again going somewhere. But nope, not yet. He's gonna be okay. Yep, just gonna pop the Mirage to scout out the entire position for the Hellborn side, but will not go in. So Nox knows that he needs farm right now, because he does have the Brute completed already. What do you think about that?
I like that item. It's good for him. Very nice for extra lockdown, because he's just going for straight up pure aggression. With that, Jimmy Spain gonna do a shit ton of damage with that Deserted and Desert Curse, plus the Brutalizer on top of that will just mean the stun proc will be very, very useful for locking down the heroes. They can't run away. They're already so slowed that Sandwave has full power to just, destroy them with those toothpick attacks.
Yeah, and that's good. So it's pretty interesting so far. We have a Toothpicky to knock this game. Would definitely love to see him in action a lot more, but now it seems like it's gonna be farming time for both sides. Hasn't been an engagement in the last few minutes, and I would say that it's pretty good, but he needs to be really careful, because he's gonna have to fight this in a very late game against a Scout. That's got nothing anyway, but if he does farm a little bit more, he's gonna have items soon. And against Gemini, Gemini already completing his Dawnbringer, looking for more items in fact.
Yep.
They're gonna get the Keeper right now. The stun is not gonna be used, but the Root is, and the Devourer is gonna be vegetarian for one day. But here comes the Pebbles trying to disjoin there. That's gonna be successful, and the Devourer is gonna have to take the fall. Fast time, a lot of trouble, but still nothing they could really do there. He's definitely going down. Not gonna be wise to pop the Glacier Downpour at all. Scout is gonna be spotted up by the Bow Knight. That's gonna be a dead Scout. And on the flip side, a Blitz gonna try and run away, but here comes the Keeper. They all have Portal Key. That's the thing. Everyone here, almost everyone has got Portal Key. It's Portal Key check on even Nova. Even Vastom has got a Tablet of Command. Look at that one there. The only guy without Portal Key is actually Nox, and he needs to buy one to fit in with the Keeper.
Yeah, I don't think he's probably gonna go for the Portal Key anytime soon. It's just really, really trollish. There is a restoration gonna be completed on Keeper already, I believe, after pushing down this set of Praxis in mid lane. It's just gonna boost up even more their farm and their ability to just roam around this this is a battlefield, and I think it's time for SPNV to concede, but they just want to go through this game and try their best.
Yep, they have tried their best. It's a lot of good hooks we saw today. Pretty good coming from Nidvar. He's gonna run really quickly now. That's why I want to see a Fatty running at very good movement speed. But that being said, here comes Gemini. He's gonna split into two and trying to pick up a kill on Emperor. Emperor, a lot of trouble. Emperor's gonna probably die here. And there goes Emperor. So Savage 6 streak already ended. First is gonna pick up down. That's the scout. He's gonna have extra gold to work with into the next engagement. But do not, because the mid lane Rexes are still standing, I do believe that they still have a shot at this one, but they need to make sure something is going to work out here. That's already a Resto Stone on the damn Keeper, so it's going to just mean a lot more difficulty increase for Team Hellborn right now.
Very, very difficult increase over there. They just went from Inferno, oh no, they went from Inferno to Hardcore Inferno difficulty on Diablo 3, by the way. By the way, if you guys haven't heard already, Reaper of Souls, open beta currently, I do believe. But
Is
yeah.
this an advertisement, Larry?
Yeah, but that's beside the point. I really want to play that actually. That's why I'm saying that. But yeah, I mean, Pebbles is gonna get a shrunken head soon. Restoration on Keeper is just so good. On top of that, not the Vlad, sorry, the Abyssal Skull. It's just like everything you could ask for on Legion team is up on them already. That Colder Sheepstick, by the way, is gonna complete it in the future by the engineer. Here comes the hook though.
Ooh, there goes a big toss there by Pebbles all the way to Beijing. And while I finish the statement, the entire Hellborn team gets decimated. The only one standing right now is Gemini plus the scout that was AFKing in the fountain. In case you guys were wondering what he was doing there. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's a double tap for Emperor. Good kills there, definitely for sure. And Nova gonna disjoin that ultimate from the scout with a nice portal key. And it's just pissed off right now. I can tell Nova's mad. You've been channeling this shit at me the entire day. Finally decided to release it. It's too late. You know, you either come or you don't at all. That being said, Pebbles now going to do a river shock again, but this is Gemini. He's going to be okay. And that is a good distance shock there. We would love to see that. And Gemini will go down. And Scout, a little bit questionable as to what the hell he was doing there. There's nothing there at all. Gemini does a buyback. He's going to come back, but by himself, 1 against 5. It is really sad to see this, but this Dark is going down.
Oh, he got locked down like hell. Freeze on top of the chuck. Yeah, there's no way he's coming out of that.
Yep, and Azul again gonna proclaim his love for Nox and
that's stream confession, man.
why you do this in the most awkward fashion ever. I'm sad. Okay, there goes the MOA. MOA actually is gonna go down as well. And yeah, pretty much a lot of work being done here. The entire Hellborn base is just barren right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing much they can do.
Oh, Hook's gonna miss.
Yeah, he's look at that banter, man.
The level of BM, you play fun hero, I am stuck with this shit. Yeah, we know, right? I mean, he was given the Blood Iron first game, and he did it pretty well. But Nova's like, we want to secure this once and for all, so he's gonna have to play the safe hero. Pretty sure he doesn't like the Sandwraith.
I think he's just trolling, maybe. He has that. He has the Dancing Blade, gonna go for Wingbow. He can go for whatever item, even Codex if he wants to. This, like in this stage of this game, with the way that it's going, yeah, Wingbow is completed by the way. Oh shit, so much damage. And
yeah, there we go.
Apparently Scout saying he's super KG. Cool stuff.
What the hell is that? Never mind. They're all just gonna have a little bit of trouble. Here comes the Sandwraith for a kill, but the game is done. So, yep, there we go. Well, hold that thought because maybe he goes for more. No, double tap is gonna end that one there. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, game 2 done already, and it's a really interesting series here. We all know that impunity.storm won this series 2-0. So that's going to be a 3-point for them. SPNV, they did try their best. We definitely love the second game a lot more. There was a lot of intense moment. Maybe not high-level gameplay to the extent it's too close a match. We all know that impunity.storm will have this game for a certain reason being that everyone on Hellborn was just under level except for Azul's. Azul's very nice to see that he was actually pretty farmed up. 460 plus GPM, that's really good on a Gemini. 5-5 and 3, and a lot of shout out for that. And that being said, man, what do you think, Lark, of this game?
I think that was pretty much, again, another kind of stomp coming in from impunity.storm against SPNV. I think they just need, they lack practice, I believe, and plus, I think they're just dealing with a lot of pressure, facing a lot of the other, top tier teams in the current G League now. So nothing to take away from them. Hopefully they persevere and keep going at it, and eventually they'll get good enough someday. But yeah, impunity.storm, man, they're just looking really, really strong. Ever since VN Sensation arrived, things have gone. I do believe things are getting a lot better for them. But we'll see tomorrow whether or not it's gonna take into effect, because that's probably the biggest match for them. That's Orange, by the way, versus impunity.storm, so that's going to be very huge.
Yeah, that's so far. I mean, it's really good, and we have to give it to that because both of these teams definitely you can expect good games, man. Orange Esports so far top of this entire table. They are very strong with WTF. We always have to remember that WTF factor is just so strong. And don't forget, impunity.storm, they are pretty new as a roster. You finally have got VN Sensation now in Thailand, so that is really awesome. And don't forget that the entire team effectively, all five now finally at Thailand, they may actually make a huge statement against Orange, but I'm just waiting for that, man. Orange Esports will have to be a really tough examiner for that, and yeah, pretty exciting. So do join us again tomorrow. Lark, any last minute shoutouts?
Yeah, big shout outs to all the viewers as usual. We did get a decent number today, 244 plus viewers. Hopefully we can get that 800 mark again. I really wish to see that more often. But nevertheless, thank you so much to you guys who have been supporting us this whole time. A big shout out to all the players in the current G League. Huge shout out to EGTV crew. Big shout out to Fantasy, by the way, who drafted up a really nice read. If you guys haven't read that already, I'm just gonna link it in chat right now. You'll probably see it after 6 minutes, but I mean you'll see it before this. What I'm saying, 6 minutes later. But yeah, anyways, do check it out. It's a really good read for you guys as to what is it called? The SOS? I forgot the
Yes,
short
the
term.
SOS. It's
Yeah.
a pretty good analogy there. I say analysis there, so it's pretty good and it does nicely examine the difficulty level of your opponent or your matches to come based on the fact that how much wins your opponent has had in the previous few games, and that's good. So we hope you guys will have that as well. So big shout fantasy as usual for an awesome article. A lot of effort in that one, so do take your time to go there and read. And that being said, gonna do a shout out to my own shout out now. Shout out to my girlfriend for tuning in on the Twitch. She get to witness this whole program live because she's always next to me, so she doesn't really say a word anyway. And well, happy anniversary, man. That being said, also a huge shout out to everyone there in this channel, man. Thank you for coming in today. I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. May not be as funny as yesterday's one, but they always say the easiest day is always yesterday, and every single day we're trying to improve ourselves. That includes both me and Lark. So we are trying to get a little bit more informal with you guys. Hope you guys like that. A lot more extra funny stuff coming in, different analysis in terms of animals, food, whatever the hell I can think of.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah, that's just me being crazy. And we hope you guys have fun watching that. Do give us a feedback. We definitely love that. And follow us on Facebook and on Twitch if you have not. We definitely want to see our partnership with Twitch very soon. That's gonna help us a lot with bringing multi-resolution. That will help a lot of viewers in the Southeast Asian region that don't have the extra bandwidth for a Twitch live stream. So we want to help them to let them have a very enjoyable stream as well. So hope you guys will help us with that. So do join us, do follow us. It's gonna help and mean a lot to us. So do us a big favor, click the follow button right now if you have not already. And yep, that's about it, man. So do come back tomorrow. That's gonna be Orange Esports versus Impunity Storm. Pretty big game. Want to see what happens. Both of which I would believe it's gonna be a close game. Both games, that is. Hope you guys will enjoy that one. This is Babael. With me is Lark today, signing out. Hope you guys enjoy a weekend. It's Friday, wherever you are. You have to enjoy Friday, man. Lovely Friday.
Yep.
This is the day you enjoy your muffin, your sweet pie, and a lot of love.
What the hell? Okay, that was just really quick.
Love is in the air, guys. Signing out here. This is Babael. See you. Goodbye.
See you guys.